hold everything. There are some campers with a crisis.
You can't put us together. Husband and wife, that was the deal breaker.
Not a rock and roll.
Yeah,
It's not a rock and roll.
It's not his fantasy.
Okay, okay.
Joan Matthews and her husband Jeff are dueling doctors from Cincinnati, Ohio. Joan followed Jeff to LA under the strict agreement that she wouldn't be in the same band.
The thing is that we have very different intensity levels about music. And I'm very passionate about rock and roll.
I'm not a musician. I've never played the keyboards in my life. I sort of exaggerated on my application a little bit. They said experience, and I wrote less than 1 year of keyboards, and the truth is that was when I was 9 years old. I took a few months of piano with Mrs. Fringett.
And you're husband and wife, right?
Right, and I cannot
But the
be
rock
in
and roll
his band.
fantasy for both of you should not play in the same band.
No. His fantasy.
Oh,
is
here?
for me not to
Let's
be
get
in
it
his
straight.
band.
She wants to
Joan is out to prove to her husband that he's not the only rock and roller in the family. Now that the counselors have evaluated the talent, it's time to roll up their sleeves and choose their bands. The draft begins.
I've already got 3 guitars. I can't take another guitar.
Was this the guy that played at the end? Good.
Can you hold still for a minute? I keep bouncing up and down. I can't focus.
Can I give you
No,
some?
I have a neurosurgeon.
Come here, I'm gonna whack you. I'll tell you, the first problem we got is Lardy got all the girls.
He's like, form the Go-Go's. Hey. What do you got? Let me see. We're gonna have to switch some of yours around right now.
You know, if you want to take my entire band away, I still need, because this girl has got it going on. Diane Bird, she's my vocalist.
This is the best one yet, guys. I got Ariel Needhart as my singer.
It's the Flower Child.
You get the flower child. She's a dancer. I don't know what she does, but I love what it is. I have no idea what she does, but I love what she does.
It was a little bit of an arbitrary process.
Do you need a bass player, Kelly?
I do.
Take him.
You don't get everything you're looking for, but you get some things that you're looking for. And you trade some things that you were kind of looking for something you were really looking for.
She was great. I'll take Can I have her? Listen, I've got an investment guy, a real estate guy, and a financial advisor. That's my band.
Portfolio? Okay, I'm done.
Everyone hold on to your cards.
I've just witnessed the birth of greatness. This is how all the great bands have started. I know each and every one of you guys can attest to this. It's been a grueling process, but I think at the end we're all in this together. Gentlemen?
I quit!
Wait, I can't do this by myself. Like kids on the first day of school, the campers at Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp arrive at the studio nervous and excited. They're ready to meet their bandmates and start rehearsing for the House of Blues. Doc Rock has landed in Elliot Easton's band.
Nice and slow. Let's try to get a groove going.
Within minutes of their first rehearsal, Elliot Easton realizes he's a long way from his days with the Cars.
Let's just get the drummer first, all right? This is what I want to play.
Bob Mondo is an attorney from Chicago. He's here to cut loose and live the rock and roll lifestyle.
No aspirations of any future, professional, anything, whatever. Just go, come here, have a good time.
Just beat on them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I said louder, not faster.
It looks like Bob is about to learn it's not going to be all fun and games.
We had some rocky moments in terms of the production, if you will.
1, 2, not, oh.
I never heard of him before, to be honest with you. I didn't know who he was.
You know, man, just pop, pop, boom, 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 pop, pop.
Elliot is not impressed with his band's abilities. When it comes to picking a song, he decides to set their sights low.
I dig Louie. Or Wild Thing.
Was the other possibility. I yelled out this morning when we were warming up.
Wild Thing. You know, I'd like to stay with something 3-chord because I think we have to be realistic in our expectations, and I think we're going to be more effective as a band if we keep it simple. I mean, you know what Louie does to people who have a few beers in them.
All right, the bands are now getting together for their first rehearsal. We've got a song list of what they can choose. They got to pick that, the name of their band. Let's go and see Elliot's band, which is right here in Studio 5. You may not have the most technically, I've noticed, proficient, as a whole, but at the same time, you guys are like...
You know, if we try to play some technically really difficult song,
it's gonna take
you guys are just going to be standing there with their hands by their sides and, you know, what purpose would that be serving?
Yeah.
You know?
No, because I mean,
who's it for?
This is fantasy
This
camp.
is for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their fantasy. Well, that's the point. It's tough love. If I go totally easy on these guys, the reality of the fact is they're going to have to get up on the stage on Monday at the House of Blues, and if they don't feel prepared, no, I mean, there's going to be a paying audience. I hear it's sold out.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of people, and these guys are going to walk on stage and play some music. I think they're going to thank me in the end.
Well, they got no more Mr. Nice Guy for
Down the hall in Studio 1, Michael Lardy and his campers are choosing their songs with a little more confidence.
Steve Miller, Louie by... Yeah, see, the talent, I mean, maybe I'm just prejudiced, but the talent pool in this band should play something a little more ambitious than Louie.
Yes, please.
Thank you. I've been very lucky to pick some really enthusiastic, really actually very talented people. And then, of course, we've got Diane, who is our lead singer, keyboard player. And Diane's got something real special.
Diane clearly enjoys her time in the spotlight, but who knows whether she can pull the band together and work as a team.
A band is only as good as the weakest link in the chain, so to speak, you know, and I'm not down with having anybody be a weak link. Because it's all about a band. That's the whole concept behind what we're doing. You know, it's band camp.
Now that the bands are getting into their groove, it's time for them to make what could possibly be the most critical decision of their short careers. I just want to remind you, did you guys pick out a name you got till 1 to get a band name going? A bunch of musicians strumming guitars and banging on drums aren't really a band until they have a name.
All right, let's start writing the ideas down, and then we'll vote on them.
All right, guys.
What's the name of our band?
Don't try this at home, that's good.
Roadkill.
Roadkill, oh boy, that's bad. That's bad.
The Chronicles of Larnia.
The Chronicles of what?
Of Larnia.
It's a little bit highbrow, actually.
Yeah.
We don't like Indian Love God.
The other thing was Kama Sutra.
That's right.
Kama Sutra. That's a little too esoteric.
All right, here are the choices. Identity theft, cheap fantasy, the white flags, or the Vatican rabbis. Cheap fantasy! Cheap fantasy! You guys are the cheap fantasy!
No, Masters of Johnson.
It is definitely Masters.
Why not?
So we are the Rodeo Underground. We are the ones that they suck up to, but it's underneath.
The name of the band is Viagra Falls. Just take a look. It's a play on words, no more than that, no less.
But we decided on the Cone of Silence.
We did?
A quick decision here so we can move on.
Psychedelic Birds, Burhole.
Psychedelic Birds.
Psychedelic Birds it is.
Psychedelic Birds it is.
That's all I really wanted to know.
For better or for worse, the names have been chosen. Now it's time for the campers to welcome the first of many guest rock stars that will drop in throughout the week.
Yeah, I'm Dicky Betts. I played with the Allman Brothers Band for 30 years.
When it's time for leaving, I hope you understand that I was born a random man.
Dicky is widely considered one of the greatest guitar players ever.
I'm pretty close with my fans anyway, so I really enjoy getting to know people and doing this sort of thing.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Thank you so much. Oh.
Dicky Betts.
Dicky's performance is a reminder to the campers of what 40 years of hard work can bring. But they only have a few days. What is